Okay, so the first ones today we are going to do is going to be reverse throws. So with reverse throws, I want to make sure that I'm focusing on shoulder placement, and then I also want to focus on core engagement. So we are trying to reverse throw a 2-pound ball with medium to light intent, trying to get the body turning, making sure the pelvis stays straight. Okay, next one that we have here is going to be pivot picks. Pivot picks are meant for you to learn to time up your upper half with your shoulders, your stomach, okay, just you being able to get that feeling of where the arm connection is. So you can do it multiple ways. You can go front facing where your feet are just straight up. You can go staggered where if you're right-handed, your right foot wants to be in front. If you're left-handed, your left foot's going to be in front. It kind of allows you to stay closed longer. Okay, so this is going to be pivot picks. So if you want to do the front facing, we're just getting right to here, feeling the connection. If you want to go with the right foot in front or the opposite foot, we're getting the same feeling, full torque, getting the rotation around our body. Next, what we're going to do is now called front facing. So when you've gotten the upper half moving correctly with the heavier ball, this is when we start changing the colors of them. Okay, so depending on each age, it also depends on kind of what level you have for the weighted balls. Okay, so for right now with me, I'm going to go to a 1-pounder for 5 throws and then a 7-ouncer for 5 throws. So I'm going to go 2 front facing again, and this is going to help me get that full connection now, but I'm speeding everything up by a little bit. So this is kind of more of my medium intent. So we're going to front facing. We would do 5 throws with the orange, and then we would go 5 throws with the next weight down. Next one we have is going to be your staggered throw. So now that we've got the upper half locked in, now we can start working on the front lower half of the body. So we'll be facing our direction. We're going to do the same thing with the next weight. So we're going to go a weight down. So that orange ball was a 1-pounder. I'm going to 10 ounces. And then I'm also involving the red again right under that. So it's allowing me to slowly speed up my arm and not put too much stress on it trying to get warm. So we're going to have, if I'm right-handed, we're going to go with our left foot out in front. My knee is going to be bent, back toe is up, and I'm working on the same rotation that I'm having, but I'm involving the front knee snap. So I'm getting the turn, I'm going to get my knee involved, working all the way through. I'll do 5 with that ball, and then I will go 5 into the next one. And then our third and final one is going to be either rocker or step backs. So now that we've gotten our upper half working with the front half of our leg and our hips, now we need to get more of our back leg. So this is where you would go right before going to a normal baseball and then playing catch to do whatever you're wanting to for that day. So I'm going to show you rocker and I'm going to show you step backs for this next part. And as you notice, I'm starting with the red, and then I'm going to a white, which is a 5 ounce. So I have the 7 ounce, and then I also have the 5 ounce. I'm going to do 5 with this one, and then I will also do 5 with this one. So the first one we have is rocker. And then we have step backs. And that is going to be your plyo warm up before playing catch or doing anything from that. So those drills are going to help you understand where your arm path is, getting your body in the right position to throw, because that's what we want to get to before involving any high intent throwing if we're going to keep our arm nice and healthy. Now I'm going to give some options as I'm talking here about some possible weights that would help you depending on age as you progress up and get older, because even though having a weighted ball can help you understand where your arm is, if you're not careful and you just try throwing a heavier ball, you do have a high risk of hurting your elbow or shoulder because you're not being aware with what you're doing. So throughout this, I will be putting options on there for you as well. Thank you guys for watching.